right. Well, I'm Mark Long. I'm student minister at Clay County. We're here for the, student takeover of the ReThink Podcast. And I got Genevieve and Connor here. We're going to talk about our trip to Mission Indy in Indianapolis a couple weeks ago. And just a little bit about Mission Indy. We've been partnering with them for a couple years now, and very structured. Kind of a little bit about them. Their mission is to help equip others to serve in the kingdom and what that looks like. So kind of a little rundown of what the week goes. It's very structured. That's what I love about it. Show up Sunday night, we worship, they pump us up for the week. And then on Monday morning, we get straight into projects. So this year, they split our group up into two different groups. Part of us went and did a construction demolition project, and you guys went and did help lead a sports camp for 5th grade and younger, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so super cool. So in the morning, get up, they pump us up for the day. They do a little exercises, some stretches, some music, get us going. We then go into some devotion time. And this year, the theme was one another, what it looks like to come alongside one another in the kingdom of God. And then after we got done with our Devo, then we went off to our work sites and got after it. And my group was the demolition project, and we went and helped with a church in inner city open up a space for their next steps. A lot of their stuff just mirrored a lot of what we do a lot at Christ Church, and just helping guide people to take their next steps. And we tore out a wall and helped prepare them for that. And so some of the stuff is you do for the days, you have check in and out tools. They want to teach us responsibility of what it looks like to work. Teach us to work alongside one another and take care of one another throughout the day. So what was some of the stuff that you guys led the sports camp through while you were there?
Our main job was to just kind of make sure the kids were in line and not acting up too much during like the times where they played sports, or made sure they were all stayed in their one group. Just kind of made sure everyone didn't like go away and do their own thing.
Yeah.
We also had to make sure that they were playing and we were allowed to play with them. We were supposed to be the fun people with them to show them to Jesus and stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, they gave this whole rundown, like, if they're acting up really bad, leave the, like, scolding parts to the people who work there. Because they see them every year.
Yeah.
So they don't want to get, like, we don't want to have a bad impression on them.
So you guys were just there to love on them and walk alongside them throughout the day, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, so, love it. So if you could describe the trip in one word, what would it be? And explain. Yeah, you, Genevieve.
Okay. My word would be impact, because it wasn't only that we got to show them Jesus, but they also, without even realizing it, they showed us it back. They were able to help lead us as much as we were able to help them.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that excites me. Connor, one word or two.
Yeah, it was 2. I didn't do 1. I put eye-opening because a lot of these kids came from like really bad and like negative environments. Wasn't it one kid who like he got dropped off by his mom, and then that same day I think his mom had to go to jail for something, and then he wouldn't see her for a while. So that was definitely like it was really shocking just to see like a kid that young going through something like that.
Yeah, it definitely helps us put things in a different perspective.
Definitely, yeah.
Sometimes we can get caught up in our own world in our hometown and not see things that quite outside of that. Yeah, definitely eye-opening. What would you say one of the hardest things you did on the trip, or hardest thing about the trip?
Mine would be having to leave the kids there.
Oh.
And having to leave them every day. Because we don't know what they went home to. Because they would always come back and be like, yeah, like one kid, he was like, yeah, I had to go play baseball last night. And then the other kid, he was like, Yeah, I didn't get to eat last night, so that was really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also saying bye to the kids was also definitely a hard part, but it was also really hot outside.
Yeah.
It's kind of a selfish. It's kind of selfish, but it was really hot. But
Yeah.
our job was to keep the kids entertained and make sure they're having a good time. So it was worth it.
So how did you kind of push through that though?
Drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
They really scolded us on
It was
that.
really hard to keep the kids hydrated too.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to keep playing.
They didn't want to stop. I don't know how they did it.
How did you push through it mentally?
I don't know if I really did.
Oh, I love your honesty. I love it. So in all that, was there a moment that you were challenged with your faith or made to think differently? Whether it was through that or through the workday or through even our worship that we did at night back at the church we were staying.
I'd say how much we take for granted. Like, this kid, he was so excited because his mom got him a sandwich. He was like, yeah, this is my sandwich. My mom got me this to eat today.
I don't think it was anything at the sports camp that really challenged me, but I thought the devotions were really good, our daily devotions that we had, and it really taught me, I've always loved serving, but, I need to do it not out of, it's something I want to do, but it's because of my love for God that I serve others and help people out.
Yeah.
And that's what the devotions were really about, and also carrying people's burdens and just, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Some of that stuff, it got me hard too. Got me, really hit me. Yeah. How are we doing that? How are we carrying burdens? Okay, perfect. So what was it like serving alongside your friends?
I'm sorry, I just messed that up.
No, it's good. No, what was it like serving alongside your friends or youth group, the people we were with? What was it like serving alongside them? Especially through the elements, through whether it was the heat, the emotions of all that. What was it like serving alongside them?
It was a lot of fun. We got to grow in our relationships together because, I didn't even know some of the people we went with on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then now
Especially
we're
from the
talking
SMK.
on a weekly basis. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
I definitely did get closer to a lot of people, especially because I didn't know. I knew one person that came with us from Effingham campus, but I saw her for a day at the FCA camp, the FCA sports camp we went to here in Effingham. But we definitely got a lot closer. It was Nora. We definitely became much closer friends on this trip because we were around each other all day. But yeah, no, it was a really great time.
Would you say the first part of the week was probably harder than the last part? Things got more comfortable by the end? Once you got to build them relationships?
Yeah, it was only after the first day though. I got pretty comfortable with them pretty quick. They're really great people.
yeah.
Nice. So what's something you'll do differently now that you're back home?
One of our lessons at the night service was, are we meeting people with grace or with gossip? And I need to work on
It's okay.
can I restart?
Yeah.
I just completely forgot what I was
No, it's good. It's good. It's good. So what's something you'll do differently now that you're back home?
One of our lessons in the night service was, are you meeting people with grace or with gossip? And I feel like I need to work on meeting people with grace and leading them to Jesus instead of leaving them away from him.
Yeah. That was probably one of the biggest nights. What kind of culture are we creating within our church, within our group, within our community? Are we meeting people with grace? And because gossip is a very big part of culture right now, especially as you guys, as teenagers, everybody wants to talk about everybody. And it's a reality. So how do we do that? How do we change that? How do we turn the focus of that?
I think that week really helped me to like not put so much emphasis on first impressions, because like I met a lot of those kids, and like the way those kids acted, you think they'd come from like very healthy families, very healthy environments, but then like the more time you spend with them, the more time you talk to them, you realize that a lot of them don't come from that at all, and they're just like from really bad places. So you never know what someone's going through, even if they act like really nice and really happy all the time. It still doesn't mean anything. Because like how are they alone? Like how are they by themselves? And where they're not around a bunch of people their age or their friends or people they hang out with all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, we just can't assume
Yeah.
where they're from or what their life is. That's why it's really important to spend time with them and listen to them. Mm-hmm. And you guys definitely got the opportunity of that. So, last question. Would you go again next year if the opportunity arose?
Yes.
Why?
I have so much fun serving the Lord and building relationships. Mom actually, she was like, would you rather go on vacation next year? I was like, no. I was like, no, I want to go to Indy again.
Yeah. Love it.
I'd definitely go again. It was really fun. Just getting to hang out with not only the kids, because they don't do that every year, do they? Is that
No.
I didn't think so. But like just hanging out with people from our church, Effingham campus, our campus, getting closer to them, spending a week, kind of away from all the noise of this world and just having close time with them.
Yeah. Yeah, the project change week to week, change year to year.
That's what I thought.
And but yeah, I really loved this year. My expectations were different because usually there's multiple churches staying the same week we are. Like there was last year. Genevieve, you were there. There was 3 other churches, and this year it was just us. Mm-hmm. And at first I was a little like, how's this gonna go or not? But we saw a lot of fruit from that because we got to spend some one-on-one time with the staff of Mission Indy and really start building that relationship with them. And because as we go on mission, it's good to go do projects and it's good to go do things like that. But what kind of relationships we're building? And we want to support them and be there for them and help build them up too, while they are also, their mission to equip us to serve, equip us for the kingdom. And but to get to know their heart and even of what they're doing and maybe what God's leading them to in the future with their stuff and how we can do that. And we got some plans this next fall to get with them and build some relationships and see how we can partner with them even outside of a week in the summer. I know we got some adults that are wanting to go on mission and don't know what that looks like. And this would be a good opportunity to come alongside Mission Indy to come help them and but also help lead some of our people. And I think it'd be good for you guys to be a part of that too. So, thanks for joining us on this. Thanks for joining us as a little student takeover in our trip to Mission Indy and just the time we got to spend there. And I don't know if I talked about that at the beginning, but the week does include serving, but it also includes we got to spend time with worshiping with people we didn't know. And listen to their heart behind what they're trying to accomplish through the church and through what's going on in Indianapolis. And we could go on for hours of what God's doing there. Yeah. And I want to thank you guys for going. Guys taking time out of your summer to be a part of what's going on there. And thank you guys for being a part of this and sharing your heart today.
Yeah, of course.
Awesome.